Well, we jump right back into the 11s here. These would be Top It Off, Gladiator, Coldwater. This particular sow would have been shown by Lane Byers and would have been champion there in 2022. Kind of started our three-peat, if you want to call it, in the Berkshire deal at Illinois State Fair. So you got 11-2 and 11-3. We will see 11-1 a little bit later. She will be our power female entry. We'll talk about her just a little bit later.
Yeah, so it's always neat to see some of these pigs out of these females that we fed, and starting off with a good pair here. I'm anxious to see the other one that's going to be in the power female sale as well. But take your pick here. Very good Berkshire gilts. I mean, I know there's a little bit of size difference here. The Dash 2 gilt, man, that thing when she props up and goes like that. She's probably not quite as long neck maybe as the other one. I mean, proportionate to her size, I think it balances extremely well. But I mean, her upper line and the way her head and neck tie to the top side of her blade, and honestly, I think the base of her rib cage is better at this point in time than her mom's was at this point. I think just that one looks like a problem-free one that's going to be an easy feeder, and just a very, very good showgirl. I like the way she's marked, and just the skin and hair texture there, I think, just sets that one off. Now, the EST one is probably Dash 3 here in terms of just having like Labrador legs underneath of her behind. I mean, that thing has got a long hip with an absolutely big hind leg. Looks like a big ring kind of breeding gilt, show gilt there that can be a big ring breeding gilt, but can be a very, very good sow as well. I mean, not a lot wrong with that one. Not a lot wrong with either one of them, just a little size difference. I'll let Bryce go ahead and talk about them.
Yeah, so obviously, Laney there, as we call her, the Gladiator Coldwater sow shown by Lane there in 2022. She'd be the mother of the Champion Gilt in 23, and then actually would be the grandmother of the nines that we would have just talked about. She's a damn good sow and has done a great job. Was an awesome show gilt, and then backed it up when we took her to the crate. I think this pair is extremely good and a little bit different. Obviously, this Dash 3, I think, fits extremely well in that, Oklahoma market, Southwest type, maybe even like a Perry type deal, from a size perspective. Big feet, big legs, really, really good in terms of her height to length ratio from the side. She's got some stoutness of skull, but she's still good in the base of her throat as she props up there from the side. You see just how big her hind leg is and how it goes to the surface. I like her color pattern, and lots of positives with that one. The Dash 2 gilt is maybe a little bit slicker there in terms of just her chunk and her body cavity. Maybe just a little bit immature, a little more immature. I wouldn't call her immature, but I think that one just going to continue to get better every day that she's on feed. Probably reminds me the most of the gilt that Lane would have shown there as a baby. She's probably, like Brett said, better in the base of her just rib cage, but hind leg and feature and how it goes to the surface all reads about the same. So very, very happy with this particular litter. We'll get into a couple more gilts. Obviously, we've got the power female, and then we've got a male that's mixed in there as well. So again, this is lot 29 and 30. Top it off, Coldwater Gladiator, or Gladiator Coldwater, excuse me.